Happy Friday, Warriors. Hope you're having an awesome week. Last week on the Mountain Mover Spotlight, we had Michael Shores with Woodhouse. And if you could get past that costume, he dropped some knowledge on us and shared how the daily motivations were influencing his life. And next week, we have my friend Shane Tolleson as the Spotlight feature of the week. We call him Coach Tolly. He's awesome. If you don't know about him, you're about to learn how awesome he truly is. Can't wait for him to share a good word with our Mountain Mover tribe. This week we had a lot of interaction with the daily motivations. It seems like they were resonating with a lot of folks, and there was a lot of reflection points and feedback. And the first one we'll hit was a piece of scripture shared from Steve Bruiser, 1 Corinthians 15:33. Do not be misled. Bad company corrupts good character. And that's a really good one to reflect on. The people around us will influence our lives, whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, or it might just be stagnant and things might just remain the same. And the thing about hanging out with people with bad character is if you hang out with them long enough, you become that person that's negatively influencing the people around you because you become who you hang out with. And so how are you influencing the people around you? If you do an evaluation, are you enriching their lives or are you taking away from their goals? Are you bringing them backwards or forwards? And what company are you keeping? Is it people that influence you in a good way or not so good way? And if you don't like those answers, there's no time like the present to make a change. And the next one was from a billboard that my family saw while we were road tripping back and forth from New Mexico. And you see a million billboards as you're passing. And one just simply said, do your best, let God do the rest. And I just said, as I drove past that one, started reflecting on it. And how many things do we wrestle with that are outside of our control? All we can do is give our best effort and stand for the right things. And then we got to let faith kick in. We got to let faith kick in on the unknowns, that there's a plan beyond our own, that the burdens that we're carrying, we lay at the foot of the cross. But there is that effort piece. We have to do our best because faith without action is dead. We hear that often. We can't just solely rely on faith. We got to put in the effort and lean on faith for the things outside of our control. And then lastly, we are talking about people who can focus, get things done. People who can prioritize, get the right things done. And I've seen throughout my career a lot of people that look tremendously busy, but they're not effective. And so there's a difference between busyness and effectiveness. And then when you crank that up a notch, it's taking that effectiveness and being efficient with it. And so how are you prioritizing each day? Do you stare in front of a blank piece of paper or a tablet or a journal or something and just get thoughts on paper? Every single time I do that, it helps me organize things, prioritize things, but then also makes a bunch more items that weren't on the forefront of my brain pop up where now I have a full list of things and I can see full circle personally, professionally, what needs to get done, and I can go to the next most important thing. So if you're sitting there evaluating right now, do you know what your next most important thing is? And if you don't, it's time to look down at a list, take some quiet time to fill that list out to keep you organized. Finish strong, and I can't wait to share a message from Coach Tolly next week.